Thanks, Rebecca. Here is Ross. Shot blocked by Woods. It's loose. Simmons in the paint. Steps over his fallen comrade. And I missed the shot. Here comes Oregon. Joseph. Top to Tony Woods. Bringing down the house. Tony Rhodes.
Hello, Duck fans. Kurt here. Welcome to yet another FishDuck vlog. I'm here to update you on everything that's happening this week with FishDuckcom and the world of Oregon Duck sports. First though, I gotta point out, this is so awesome. I got a package from former Oregon Ducks tight end and longtime NFL player Jed Weaver. He played at Oregon from 94 through 98, and he sent me a photo signed to Kurt, the baddest mother ducker I know, and also a Super Bowl photo. Thank you, Jed Weaver. This made my weekend. The team is going through winter workouts right now, with spring ball slated to start in about a month, culminating in the Oregon spring game, April 28th. All eyes will be on the quarterback competition between Brian Bennett and Marcus Mariota. The sure bet seems to be Bennett for getting the job as the heir apparent after the position was vacated prematurely by Darren Thomas because Bennett has playing experience. But don't be so quick to assume that Bennett automatically gets the gig because of his playing experience. We've all heard gushing reviews of Marcus Mariota. And that spring game will be our first opportunity to really see Mariota in action. Now, keep in mind, the first time we saw Darren Thomas play was in spring ball, and he looked lost. But fall came around, turned out to be pretty good. So if Mariota or Bennett come out and look a little off target during spring, calm down, don't worry about it. Let's see what they do when the games come around. I don't expect a starter to be named until near the end of fall camp, with the edge probably to Bennett early just because of his game experience, but as Chip Kelly reiterates often, competition in practice will determine who plays. And we've seen he has no problem with playing freshmen. So may the best man win. This time of year, before or after spring ball, is also when some athletes choose to leave Oregon. If a student athlete does choose to leave, please, no negative words about them. You know, they're coming to a decision, perhaps it's academic, perhaps financial or family, or for whatever reason. We don't know the full story about it unless you've spoken directly to them. So, you know, let's not slander anyone who does choose to leave. They chose to come to Eugene to be a Duck, and for that they deserve our gratitude. News did come out that Walkon quarterback Brendan Doty has decided to leave. He was a Texas multi-sport athlete who joined the Ducks last year, but with two incoming scholarship quarterbacks in this year's recruiting class, Brendan has decided to give up football and is transferring to another school to pursue basketball. So best of luck to Brendan Doty in your pursuits, and thank you for being a Duck. As for basketball, look, I like to think that refs do the best job that they can. I actually happen to know a few refs. I know that they take great pride in the work that they do, and it is a difficult job. And games shouldn't really be left in their hands. It should be decided by the players on the court or on the field or wherever. But once in a while, you can't help but wonder if the refs did cost a team a game. The state of Oregon got dealt two really tough blows in quick succession. First, the Ducks game against Colorado. The Ducks got screwed in the final second versus Colorado. And then the Portland Trail Blazers, 2 days later, had almost the exact same thing happen. It was just unfortunate. That game should have gone to overtime. Does Oregon win an OT? Who knows? That's left up to speculation because, you know, we'll never know how the game would have played out. But it should have been left up to the players to be decided. If you didn't see it, in the final seconds, E.J. Singler got a clean block on the ball with the score tied, but a ref made a horrible call that gave Colorado an easy victory with 1 second left just in hitting free throws. It was a tough loss in Boulder to lose that way, especially when the team had played so well and the Ducks had led for most of the game, but they almost didn't even make it to the game. There was a big blizzard that dumped several feet of snow on Boulder and Denver, and the airport was closed for a while. So that game almost didn't even happen. Now the Ducks have the two Washington schools. The Oregon men's team is hosting Washington State in Eugene, while the women's team is in Seattle and Pullman Thursday and Saturday. The men's team beat the crap out of the Washington Huskies Thursday night. I did not see that coming, but it was pretty awesome. Unfortunately, the women's team lost to the Huskies up in Seattle. The Washington State matchups are taking place today on Saturday. If the Ducks put together a run at the end here, they are potentially a bubble team for the tournament, but they can't afford any more last-second losses like against Colorado. I mean, come on, Ducks. Fast, hard finish. Get to it, play well down the stretch. Maybe, just maybe, they're on the bubble for entering the tournament. But let's go back to that men's victory over Washington on Thursday. Wow, did the men's team give the Huskies a beatdown and a half in Matt Knight Arena. 82-57 was the final score, and it wasn't as close as that score indicates. I can't recall ever watching a game before where it was over a minute into the game. It was 8-0 and then 14-4, and it was done. It was over at that point. Unfortunately, like I said, the women's team lost in Seattle. The other games are being played today. Now, Oregon baseball is upon us. This week was media day for the team, and the first game is February 17th at Hawaii. Yes, baseball is actually back already. Look for an article next Tuesday on FishDuckcom from Jared Young. He'll be previewing this year's baseball squad. Finally, I should at least mention the Super Bowl. I'm not a Giants or a Pats fan, so I was pretty much indifferent to the outcome. But I was happy that no matter who won, a Duck would be ending up with a Super Bowl ring. That's pretty cool in my book. So congratulations to Spencer Paysinger and the New York Giants on the victory. My favorite moment, though, was when the coin toss came up heads, which gave me a free Papa John's pizza. So thank you for that. And if you watch the commercials during the game, the company that I work for here in Los Angeles provided music for 4 of the Super Bowl ads. As for FishDuckcom, on Tuesday we had our next FishDuck video, this time taking a look at other coaches' perspectives of the system that Oregon runs, specifically Lane Kiffin during the Rose Bowl broadcast, so go check it out. Thursday we had our newest FishDuck one-on-one video with our own resident recruiting specialist, Mark Flores, going into details analyzing this year's recruiting haul. If you missed it on Thursday, you can still go check out the video. It's in the Fish Wrap section or in our video section on the site. As for articles on the site, we had tons of great stuff, and our traffic numbers proved it, so thank you to all who came to FishDuck Daily to not just watch our videos, but to check out our articles as well. Sunday, Steve Mayer took a closer look at Butte, Montana's own Cody Keeerrrttt. He's one of the newest additions to Oregon football. Monday, Brian Libby had a fascinating look at the Casanova Center expansion and the potential for it maybe being the precursor to an Autzen Stadium expansion. Tuesday, Jared Young had a great piece focusing on the magical powers of Oregon basketball coach Dana Altman. Wednesday, we had 2 articles focusing on recruiting. Mark Flores, our resident recruiting specialist, took a look at Oregon's track and field class this year. We also had the introduction of a 5-part series that will run on FishDuck every Wednesday for the next month from guest contributor Chris Carbonare, where he analyzed recruiting rankings and star ratings, and he's going to count down the recruiting talent from every school in the conference, starting 12 through 10 next Wednesday. Thursday, Jared Sawyer had a very heartfelt, very emotional, brilliant interview with Oregon Ducks receiving legend Kristen McLemore. If you have not gone and checked it out, please do so. It is well worth your time. Friday, Josh White ranked the top 15 local homegrown Oregon Duck talents. And today, Saturday, Kim Hastings has chimed in with some good advice for Duck fans with Valentine's Day quickly approaching. We at FishDuck also received some pretty nice accolades from outside. One of our articles was linked by Bleacher Report, as well as 11warriors.com. And the Fandom Review also wrote a glowing review of FishDuck.com, so go check those out as well. Also, have you checked out the FishDuck message board, the Fishbowl? The FishDuck Forum, aka the Fishbowl, is your chance to interact with FishDuck contributors such as myself and other intelligent fans in a gentlemanly manner. We are very strict in ensuring that the discussions are kept very highbrow. Trollers are not allowed, no attacks, nothing negative. We want to interact with friendly, intelligent Oregon fans, so come to the Fishbowl and speak your mind. And while we're all big fans of other message boards out there and actively participate in them too, there's something our message board provides that others simply don't have. In the Fishbowl, you can set up poll questions and embed photos like others, but you can also embed videos. So if you've found a cool YouTube video that you want to share with other fans, you can put it in a link on other sites, or you can actually embed the video itself into our message board so you can watch it right then and there. No other board has all three options of polls, photos, and videos, and it's one more reason to come join the conversation at the Fishbowl. And now, my random tweet of the week.
Hey, will you shut up?
Thank you.
Every week I give a music recommendation, and this week I want to talk about a band that has a very sentimental place in my heart that most of you probably no doubt are already very familiar with. OK Go. See, when I first moved to Los Angeles a decade ago, I worked with Capitol Records, and the newest release was the debut album from OK Go. They were the first band that I worked on in my post-college career. I've followed them closely ever since, and they've gained worldwide notoriety and fame in the time since for their crazy music videos. You may remember them dancing on treadmills, or with dogs, or their giant Rube Goldberg machine. Well, they have a new video out. They were actually featured in a Super Bowl ad last week, in a Chevy ad, and they've also created a full music video surrounding this new Chevy vehicle, turning the car into the band, having the car actually play over 1,000 instruments on a dirt road course. It wouldn't be OK Go if it wasn't beyond description weird in an incredibly awesome way. So check it out. This is their new video for the song Needing Wanting from their album Of the Blue Color of the Sky.
So I've been sitting around, wasting my time, wondering what you've been doing. Oh, and it ain't real forgiving, it ain't real forgiving. Sitting here picturing someone else living, and yeah, I still need you. But what good's that gonna do? All I'm needing is one thing, and getting's another. So I've been hoping for months, hoping for years, hoping I might forget. Ah, but it don't get much dumber, it don't get much dumber than trying to forget a girl when you love her, and I still need
OK Go is just awesome. I love those guys. You can actually see I have a framed autographed poster up on my wall. That's from their 2002 debut album that I worked on. But that does it for me this week. Enjoy the basketball games, look forward to Duck baseball starting soon, and come visit the FishDuck forum, the Fishbowl, and check out our daily articles and weekly videos. So until next time, this is Kurt saying go fish, get hooked, go Ducks.